Hello and welcome back to the MARKIE channel. Now there is a possibility that this is the second video I've uploaded today, and if it's not, I look like a bit of an idiot. But if it is, the reason for that is because the video you watched earlier today was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, but I got demonetized. So I had to wait for it to get monetized because I've got to pay the bills. So yeah, it might be a double upload, and it also might not be. So if it's not, then ignore all this. This is the most stupid intro ever if it's not. But yeah, either way, this video is going to be another topics video. It's just going to be talking about topics that have happened since I recorded the video you saw either earlier today or yesterday, and there's a few that I want to talk about, starting with the small stuff and working our way up, okay? You guys know how this works. But either way, for the first topic, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have this tweet here from Dior Industry, which is actually like it's a Twitter account that talks about like pop culture and like artists and give updates on artists or whatnot. And they actually tweeted out last night saying James Charles will release his first solo music this year, which is rather exciting. I mean, what more could you ask for, okay? 2021 was going to be an awful year until James Charles came and saved it. Now, I'm not going to lie, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that it's not exactly the greatest news I've ever heard in my life. I mean, we've all seen the wob 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 video, haven't we? Yeah, we probably don't need a full song, James, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it seems like James Charles is coming back on full swing, doing his YouTube stuff, doing music and whatnot. Basically just like acting like nothing ever happened. So I would love to know your opinions. Do you think he should be allowed to just kind of come back and make music and whatnot, and sing about his past experiences, maybe singing about Snapchats he sent in the past, although that probably won't be the best idea. But yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. Will you be singing your heart out to the new James Charles music? Let me know. Now, moving on to the next topic, okay? This is a topic that's got me very, very, very interested recently, okay? Now, there's this video here uploaded by CoffeeZilla, someone who I've referenced before in videos. I'm not going to obviously just sit here and react to the video because it's 35 minutes long. But as you can see on screen, it's called Save the Kids, the final chapter. And it's all about the Save the Kids token, the token that a lot of the Faze Clan members, including like Rice Gum as well, actually promoted and then pumped and dumped it, basically. They promoted this coin, waited for it to rise, dropped out, and then it crashed, and they basically just scammed a bunch of people. Now, when I say that there's a little series that CoffeeZilla's put on his channel, like I think it's like 3 episodes talking about Save the Kids, is genuinely one of the best things I've seen on YouTube. Like, I'm not even joking, okay? It's like Netflix, like documentary style or like quality, I guess. And in this final part, which is what I'm going to talk about now because it's just been uploaded, if you want to hear me talk about the other parts, I have mentioned in previous videos, but he goes way more in depth because obviously Faze Kay uploaded this awful video kind of explaining things. I mean, this video right here, the truth about Save the Kids, and it's 2 minutes long, and he doesn't say sorry once. Doesn't apologize in the whole video. In fact, he just kind of keeps saying, like, I'm blaming this guy, like, we're gonna find who's accountable, and we're doing an investigation, and we're gonna find him, guys, okay? I'll get him for you guys. Basically trying to play the hero whilst he talks about Sam Pepper. Now, he doesn't actually name Sam Pepper in this video, but after seeing CoffeeZilla video, it's very obvious who he's talking about. Because Sam Pepper and Faze Kay have worked together for about 2 years now, Sam says, and they've done this many times with other coins, where they promoted a coin, it's went up in price, they drop out, and then everyone gets scammed. And since all this stuff has happened, in CoffeeZilla's video, he's done a bunch of research, found out that Sam Pepper's actually had to move back to England, sell his Tesla in America, basically just trying to avoid like the legal troubles in America. He's like, if I'm in England, I should be safe. And not only that, CoffeeZilla even shows more proof that Faze Kay knew exactly what he was doing. He has text messages with Sam Pepper talking about how he's creating this coin himself. It's his idea, it's his design, it's his everything, it's his coin. And then even on top of that, Faze Kay's manager, someone who actually works a lot with Faze in general, Jordan Galen, was actually involved in all of this as well, and he was helping put the coin together. And even when Faze Kay was having meetings with other coins, he would always have to have this Jordan guy with him. So with all this research, it came down to Sam Pepper, Faze Kay, and this Jordan guy had pretty much just scammed everybody, and have done a lot, and I mean a lot of illegal things. Like, they could be in massive trouble, because like I've already referenced as well, hasn't just happened once, it's happened multiple times. And like I said, if you want to see CoffeeZilla video on it, or all the videos I guess he's made on it, I couldn't recommend it more. Like, it's genuinely incredible amount of research he's done, the editing and everything. Like, it literally looks like a movie. It's crazy, okay? So if you do want to go and check that out, it's on the CoffeeZilla channel. And now moving on to the next topic, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Logan Paul, who actually got himself in a bit of weird drama recently. Now, if you remember, in I think June last year in 2020, Logan Paul did a part in his podcast where he was talking about Black Lives Matter. Now, all of a sudden, that clip kind of like went like viral, I guess, and people started talking about it, but not in a positive light. Now, one specific person who did tweet about it was Candace Owens and actually challenged Logan Paul to a debate about it all. And you know what? I'll just let Logan Paul explain it, because, I mean, he'll do a better job than me, right?
Randomly, I have these random spurts of trending for fucking I don't know what.
What did you trend for?
So, the video of me
anti-racist
speaking up about racism during the BLM movements went like re-viral. It caught some traction, and I was getting canceled by white supremacists, I think. Or people who or like follow that agenda for not being racist.
I said there's nothing more 2021 than a person of color, Candace Owens, calling out a white man for standing up for persons of color.
Oh, she's the one that came after you?
Yes.
Wait.
I think that's kind of like their idea of what happened, I guess, their explanation of what happened, and then they even go on further to have a look at the tweet. And Logan Paul actually says that he will actually be open to a discussion and a bit of a debate publicly.
Clout plays. Like it was just
it was here. She tweeted, "Logan loves to challenge people in the boxing ring. I'd like to publicly challenge him to go a few rounds with me in a political debate. At Logan Paul, how about you stop by my show and explain to me how your checks notes more privileged than me because you're white and I'm not." And mind you, bro, this video is from like a year ago, and I'm not sure how it just caught any sort of traction, right? But I'm perplexed, to say the least. And I started to entertain this, actually. I ended up speaking with her, and there may be a future where we sit down and have a civil discourse, because I think there's some meat on this bone.
So they have it. Apparently, Logan Paul is actually going to debate Candace Owens. Now, I don't actually know too much about Candace Owens. I think I've seen a couple of interviews here and there. But apparently, they're going to have a debate. I have no idea what Logan Paul would be like in a debate. I can't imagine he would be the greatest. I'm just guessing here. But yeah, either way, let me know what you even think about this. If you have seen Logan Paul's video talking about it, what you thought about the video, and what you think about Candace's tweet as well, and how you think this debate's going to go, and if you are even going to watch it in the first place. Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, moving on to the next topic, okay? We're talking about Austin Mcbroom and lawsuits, and I realize I kind of already spoke about this just a few days ago, but trust me, this is a lot worse now. We were talking about how Austin and Catherine were actually getting sued for $30 million because of a company that they used to work with. And we were also talking about how Austin Mcbroom was suing LiveX Live, who were keeping the funds and making it so fighters couldn't be paid in his event. Well, it turns out that LiveX Live are suing Austin Mcbroom for $100 million. $100 million? I said 30 million the other day, and I had to check if I was reading it right. But this one's for 100 mil. Like, what even is this money? Are we playing fucking Monopoly or something? Like, it actually baffles me that people actually have $100 million in the first place, to be honest. But yeah, it's a little bit nuts. As you can see on the screen right now, he is part of the lawsuit here with Austin Mcbroom and LiveX Live. And one line that sticks out to me here is, as a proximate cause of defendant's defamatory statement, which is Austin Mcbroom talking about how LiveX Live are holding the funds, the value of LiveX Live shares had drastically fallen by more than 20%, causing nearly $100 million in damages. They then go and talk about the pay-per-view buys, because if you remember, it was reported that they only got 136,000 pay-per-view buys, and Austin Mcbroom came out and said it was cap, as he likes to say, fucking weird bloke. But actually, as here, the FTI had determined that LiveX Live had accurately reported the pay-per-view sales, so apparently it was 136,000. And then a very interesting bit here that we kind of briefly spoke about, but they talked about in the lawsuit. It says that defendants represented that the event would generate in excess of 2.2 million pay-per-view sales based upon their social media presence, which was never going to happen, okay? It was never going to happen. Like I said, we're talking about Conor McGregor numbers here, okay? The UFC have only had one event ever that has generated more than 2.2 million pay-per-view buys, and that was Conor versus Khabib. That's one ever. A bunch of YouTubers weren't going to beat that. Now, one little funny sentence here, which is the most Austin Mcbroom thing I've ever seen in my life, number 28 here, is they're talking about how they want to do some marketing, LiveX Live want to do marketing with Austin, and Austin said, "We don't need to do marketing. We have 6 million impressions." Oh, wow. That's so cool, Austin. Please tell me more. They even want to go and talk about how someone at Live X Live said to Austin that you're not even going to sell 1 million tickets, let alone 2.2 million. And Austin Mcbroom said, you are wrong. Well, it turns out they weren't wrong, Austin. In fact, they were very, very right. But yeah, it seems like Austin isn't exactly having the best time of his life right now. I mean, this is just lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit at this point. Like, I know they have a lot of money, but how much money do they actually have? Because this is getting ridiculous at this point. But yeah, I would love to know your opinions on not just this topic, but every topic we spoke about in today's video, whichever ones you want to talk about. Put it in the comment section. Like I said, I read every single comment, so I want to have a read through and see them. I might not reply to all of them, but trust me, I see them. And yeah, I guess until tomorrow, because I'm uploading daily, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.